Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today on what may be one of the nicest, most beautiful, and really exotic Camaros we've ever had. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to walk around the car. I want to show you some detail of the stuff. I'm gonna run down a list of things that are on it, and if you would just take a minute and price this car out, like don't buy it right this second, because I know that you're thinking about it, but price out all of the stuff that we're gonna look at. Talk about first a rotisserie restoration, meaning the car taken all apart, done by an expert. So let me tell you the expert that did this car. So in 2000, right, Chevy came out with their 100-year catalog. So they had a Camaro in the front. Somebody restored that car. That same person that restored the catalog car did this car as well a little bit later. So you know you have a real deal professional there, because GM paid a lot of money to get that car done. Throw in the fact that this has got a very expensive drivetrain in it. We're gonna take some time and walk and look at that too. But this is a real 396, 375 horsepower aluminum head car, L89. And I ask you this, when's the last time you saw one in person? When's the last time you saw one where the top goes down? When's the last time you saw one you could buy and drive home today with a warranty? Maybe circa 1969 might be the last time you saw that, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. I love these cars in white. I don't know why, I'm not a huge muscle car fan of white cars, but for some reason the Camaros, white with black stripes, and then the grille ties it all together, especially with the RS package. It's just a wonderful color combination. You throw in the Houndstooth interior, and I'm not sure that there's any better color combination, interior, whatever, to go on a Camaro. So come on up here, let's take a peek at this. Right, you're out there looking at these cars. Do the cars you're looking at look like that? Can you read every single word? No, you probably can't. Can you see that this right here, you can barely feel the stripes? You know why? Because this car was painted first, all right? Wet sanded, then it was striped, wet sanded, okay? Then the whole car was cleared so that you wouldn't be able to tear these stripes while you wash and wax over the years, and they stay nice and shiny and crisp the way they're supposed to be. RS front headlights here. It's got the chin spoiler, the rear spoiler. This is just a great front end. Keep in mind you're talking all new chrome, stainless, and things like that. We need to look underneath this car. You've got to look underneath this car. It looks wonderful, okay? All right, let's take a peek under the hood for a minute and see what all the fuss is about. All right, let's take a peek here and see what all the fuss and muss is about. All right, so let's say you're doing a restoration on a pretty exotic car. I think this car is exotic, and I'll tell you why. The drivetrain alone, the engines alone, the L89, it's a factory L89 car with the Winter stamping and things like that right here on the heads. Check this out. The Winter's Foundry, who casted these heads. These are real deal stuff on here. You know, this engine alone could be a $20,000 engine because there were so few of them made, right? GM hoses, tower clamps, okay? The correct color-coded vacuum lines for the RS headlights, cadmium brake booster and master cylinder, right? Talked about the GM hoses and tower clamps. Over here we got the correct battery clamps, we got the battery topper on here. It's just detailed, the right decals here with the correct call out there. You know, you could get two 375 horsepower engines, the 396, the L78 at 375, and the L89, which was at 375 with the aluminum heads. The horsepower isn't rated any different, but I know for a fact, and everyone else knows for a fact, that these made way more horsepower because they were a much different casting, and they were cleaned up and things like that. This one here runs, I think, significantly better than 375 horsepower, and it sounds spectacular. Anyway, this car just came in. I apologize about the boot. The car didn't have a boot when I got it. I ordered it. It was supposed to be here, and I didn't want to wait for the video because I really thought it should be on there. There'll be a brand new boot on there that's really nice looking. I just wanted to see it with the boot on so you could get an idea, okay? All right, so check this out. Little stuff about restorations. For instance, when's the last time you saw the trunk light work in an old car? Keep in mind, this car here is approaching 50 years old. And as we get to there, a lot of this stuff doesn't work. The original cocktail shaker is back here from the factory, all right? New gaskets, the wiring, the decals, spare tire and cover, right? This is nice and soft. The owner that I purchased this from said that he's never driven this car in the rain, and he had never washed it. He only used spray wax because he never took it out where it would get too dirty, and he never put water on it. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. That's serious, serious care and love, and that's the way to buy a car, especially done like this. All right, so cool. So with the RS package, we get the RS backup lights here. Got the correct tips that are flared, just like they're supposed to be at the end. All right, transverse muffler. This is all the way it's supposed to be. All right, you can't see the 12 bolts in there, but I'm telling you it's in there. The floor pans are all new underneath there. They're all painted satin the way they're supposed to be. It's not overly restored, meaning the underneath of the car is not painted body color. It's restored so that you could take it to a show. All right, little things that add to the expense of a car. For instance, correct super sport wheels and tires. Well, tone wire, that's so expensive. It's just a wheel, just a steel wheel. It's not like it's a custom aluminum wheel. Price out these wheels because you have to buy the center caps, lug nuts, trim ring, wheel. All those are separate, right? These polyglass tires, okay, are almost $1,300 just for a set of 4 of them with shipping. You got mounting, balancing. By the time you're done, you're over $2 grand for steel wheels and old school tires. But if you want to win shows and you want this car to look correct, you got to have this stuff on it. And that's why this car looks so good in photos, and that's why in videos, even better. I wanted you to hear this. The reason why I wanted you to hear this is because that takes a lot of work to get that door to work properly and sound quality like that. The other thing I wanted you to hear was the annoying buzzer. And the reason why I wanted you to hear the annoying buzzer is that's another detail of a restoration. That says, you know what, somebody took the time. This buzzer probably didn't work 3 or 4 years after the car was new. And somebody took a long time to make that whole thing work again. All right, so console gauges. Factory tach right here, 7,000 RPM tach, 120 mile an hour speedometer, all right? Got the correct super sport wheel. And again, back to the Houndstooth interior. This has a black Houndstooth interior. You can get a white Houndstooth interior too. And a lot of people go, well, most people don't know what that means. Well, a white Houndstooth interior, this part is white, okay? The Houndstooth never changes because it's black and white together, but that's how that works in there, all right? All right, so this has an upgraded radio in it. It's got a digital, but it looks old school, so most people don't know, but it has AM, FM. You can hook a CD player to it, or auxiliary phone jack for your iPhone or some music. What we do for a lot of people, though, is we actually put in the glove box there like an Alpine sound system, which has AM, FM, CD, satellite, those kinds of things, and you just run it through your phone, which makes it really, really nice. Plus, it's hidden in there. It doesn't deter from the stock-looking dash, and you can still get the old-school look with some great modern, nice features and some great tunes as well. All right? Awesome, huh? How about I fire it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like? All right, so as we close up this video, think about what we're talking about here. We're talking about 69 RS SS396 375 aluminum head car, right? 4-speed, 12-bolt, RS package, convertible top. I mean, I go on and on. Power steering, power disc brakes. This is a wonderful, wonderful creature. I'm telling you, man, you pull into a car show, the likelihood of ever seeing this car like this anywhere ever again is almost 0%. 0%. That's how exotic and cool this thing is, and it drives wonderful. You guys are going to love this car, and not only does it sound great and handle and drive well, it is fast. Anyway, if you want a really cool car in your life, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.